That Guy Corvette. This video is going to cover my 2008 Z06, and the unique thing about my car is it currently has 217,000 miles on it. Out of that, I did 204,000 miles on the stock motor and transmission. The purpose of this video is to basically let you guys know what it costs, normal routine wear and tear, and maintenance. The video is going to be very, very thorough. If you don't hear me mention ball joints and tie rods, I didn't do ball joints and tie rods. Again, like I said, it's going to cover the first 204,000 miles, because at 205,000 miles, as you can see, I sent my car to Lingenfelter, and that was my retirement package for me. So let me give you the proof. Clear this. And here you go. It's 217,137 miles. So let's get started. All right, guys, this video, like I said, it's going to be short and to the point. I can tell you now, tires, let me be more specific, sorry. I did 204,000 miles in exactly 8 years. I've owned the car 10 years this month. I say 8 years because in 2016 I went to Iraq. In 2017 I sent my car to Lingenfelter, and the first time it went to Lingenfelter for 9 months. So that was from March of 2017 to December of 2017. The second time my car went to Lingenfelter, it was in July, and I literally just got my car back last week. So if you want to hear about my Lingenfelter experience, I'll do a video. And when I say video, I'm not going to do burnouts down the street. I'm going to sit down and tell you what the process was, how it works, and how they operate. Again, that's a video for next time. So let me just get to the meat and potatoes of this video here. Again, everything's covering 200,000 miles. So I'm gonna start with outside. In 200,000 miles, I've had 5 sets of tires. It's currently on Continental Extremes. They're a great rain tire. I say that because I drive my car in the rain. When I say driving in the rain, I'll go from Pennsylvania to Florida, and it's raining the whole time. The only requirement that I have on my car is it's got to be over 30 degrees. If it's below freezing, I don't drive it because the tires don't work too good. My driving style, to give you a little more insight, prior to 2016, my driving style was 20% city, 80% highway, meaning I'd go from Pennsylvania to Michigan, Pennsylvania to Florida, Alabama, Georgia at the drop of a hat. So that's where most of my miles came from. So back to the maintenance. 5 sets of tires. Shocks, it's had 2 sets. Bilsteins, the first set at 90, the second set at 150. Pads, it's had 2 sets, 2 replacement sets. I had OEMs first time, then I think I went to Hawks, then I went to some other crap brand somebody talked me into, but I'm going to go back to the AC Delco OEMs because I like the bite, and I don't worry about the dust because I wipe my car down every day. Under the hood, the routine maintenance over the 10 years was pretty simple. The shock struts here, they failed at 120, about $30 a piece. I replaced them. Air filters in 4 years, air filters, it's had 3 replacements, so it's every 2 years. And this is going to trip you out, my spark plugs. In 200,000 miles, I replaced my spark plugs on my original motor once. That was at 90,000 miles. And the reason that was when I first got my car 10 years ago, I was this new kid with the Corvette form, wanting to go batshit crazy, buy all kind of shit for my car. One of the older guys on the forum said, listen, they put platinum plugs in there for a reason. He says, platinum plugs, they're 100,000 mile plugs. Why change them at 20 and 30 and 40 and 50 and they're good for 100,000? So I changed my first set of plugs at 90,000. And then when it came up on 180,000, I realized I was going to put a new motor in the car at the end of the year. So I literally left those plugs in the car. My rationale was I wasn't driving the car as hard as I used to. I knew I was getting a new motor, and I didn't want to put new plugs into a tired motor. You know, you don't have to agree with it, but then again, I got 200,000 miles out of stock motor and tranny. Oil changes. I did my oil changes religiously. Every time the light came on, I changed the oil. The only difference I did was, once I got 100,000 miles, I went to 2050. Once my top end started doing a little clacking, I went to 2050, and I ran 2050 for the next 80,000 miles on my car. And the other only maintenance is my clutch fluid. Every 5,000 miles, when my clutch fluid started to look like coffee, I replaced it. And again, that may or may not have led to my clutch lasting so long, but I would like to think that it did. The only mechanical issue my car has had, the only time my car has been in the shop for a mechanical issue, is this bad boy right here. The idle arm pulley failed at like 105,000 miles. It just started to squeak real bad. It was $170 to have it fixed, and that covers everything under the hood. In the cockpit, it's even easier. First thing to fail was this lock. This lock went out at about 90,000 miles. I went to GM Parts Warehouse. They sent you a whole kit for like $130. It was more stuff than you needed. On a scale of 1 to 5 to replace it, it was a 1. The lock, the door release failed about the same time. That was 35 bucks. My carpets, I replaced the carpets. The first thing, one of the best investments I made with this car was Lloyd's carpets. I got a set of Lloyd's when I first got the car, and they lasted me 10,000. They lasted me 10 years. I got 200,000 miles out of those things. Had I not gone with the Ingenfelter upgrade, I'd have still had them in. My seat padding went bad about 170,000 miles, where the steel came up through the bottom of the foam. But I was kind of lazy, and I actually just replaced it last week, and I've been sitting on it for about 2 years. But I got some seat foam from one of the websites at the Corvette forum, and what it was the seat foam had some jupe under the padding, which kept the wire from coming up through the seat. I got the pad for like 79 bucks, and some guy sold me a OEM seat cover on eBay for like $80, put it on myself. Later on down the line, I repaired this. I can show you how to do that with a can of foam sealer. That's another video. From the inside of the car, that's the only mechanical issues I've had. Going to the trunk, in 200,000 miles, I replaced these gas struts once. They went out about 190,000 miles. I replaced them both. Light bulbs, I replaced all my light bulbs on the back in 200,000 miles once. License plate light once. Passenger side, what did I do on the passenger side in 200,000? Nothing. The power window down on the driver's side, on the passenger side, just went out a couple of days ago, so that needs to be replaced. That's probably 20 bucks. Driver's side, the marker light replaced once, the running light replaced once, high beam replace once. You'll notice, you may or may not notice, sorry, car's got a clear bar. I put the clear bar on the car 10 years ago, and you notice there's a slight discoloration and some dirt. A couple years ago, I ran into a deer, and it punched a hole right here. So the insurance company painted it, and they put a clear bra on there, and the clear bra wasn't made out of the same material that I had, so I bought a brand new one trying to match it, and it didn't match. So the color between the plastics are a little off, but at the end of the day, I really don't care. And the windshield, my windshield was replaced once. It was $720. A rock hit it, tore up the whole thing. You can put in a cheaper windshield for 350 bucks, but it's not going to have that. It's not going to have the laminate in the middle, which allows you to read your heads-up display. And I got the window tint. The window tint was 250 bucks. And ladies and gentlemen, that is every dime that I have spent on this car at up until the 204,000 mile mark. If you want another updated video, I can tell you why I went to the certain sets of tires, but I'm not going to be putting a lot of YouTube videos up here because basically the market is flooded with Corvette videos. I'm sorry, the YouTube's flooded with a lot of guys with Corvette videos, and I'm not going to make videos just to make a video. But like I said, if you want to hear about my Lingenfelter experience, I'll talk you through the process, tell you what I loved about Lingenfelter, what I didn't like about Lingenfelter. And like I said, my car has been there twice. This is Lee, that guy's Corvette. Have a good day. Hit a like, tell me how it did. This is my first video. Bye.